Howdy, howdy. Welcome back to the Mike on the Mic podcast. It's a Unfiltered Friday, so we're going to be going over some news today. But first, we got to hit today's
Song of the Day with DJ Mikey D.
Let's spin our little wheel here, and it's going to be La Bamba by Richie Valens, or Valens. I honestly am not sure, but a classic song. The la 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 bamba da 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 do 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 do. It's pretty incredible. But first, we're going to get into our first story here. And we can't escape the Lego, baby. We're going to be talking about police busting a massive Lego theft ring at Brick Builders in Eugene. And I'm not sure where that is, but we're going to take a look here. So in Lake County, Oregon, it looks like, on July 3rd, there was a search warrant that was served at the Brick Builders store in Eugene by the Springfield Police Department, SPD, the Crime Reduction Unit over there at a lengthy investigation. SPD tells us that a 3-month investigation revealed evidence that the owner of Brick Builders on Williamette, what's his name, Amon Henriksen, was knowingly purchasing new unopened sets of Legos that had been stolen from local retail stores. In many cases, suspects stole hundreds of dollars worth of Legos and then exchanged the stolen items for cash at the store, most often at a fraction of the actual retail value, they say. Let's see. SPD tells us that after being interviewed, many of the suspects claimed that the Brick Builder staff knew the sets had been recently stolen. The Springfield police report that officers learned many of the suspects were allegedly utilizing the money that they received to buy and use illegal drugs at this Brick Builders store. SPD partnered with loss prevention investigators from Target, Fred Meyer, Barnes & Noble, and Walmart to confirm that Henriksen was purchasing sets that were stolen from the aforementioned retailers. During the execution of the search warrant, Springfield police recovered 4,153 sets of Legos with a total value of over $200,000. If that doesn't tell you how expensive Legos are, man, they got 4,000 sets for $200,000, and that's probably sold daily. Even more Lego sets sold, man. That's crazy. Let's see. We also have a quote here. We all feel the impact of organized retail theft through the increasing costs of items that we buy for our families. Recognizing this, SPD's Crime Reduction Unit, with the support of our retail partners, worked diligently to hold accountable for those who make the choice to engage in or support retail theft. SPD is proud of the work of our officers, and we are committed to the pursuit of those behind these crimes in our community, Chief Andrew Shearer said over there. Yeah, retail theft, I mean, especially organized retail theft like this, where you're just buying from thieves, highly illegal, highly stupid. You're making crazy profit. It is illegal. And stealing money, man, at the end of the day, it's stealing money, which you can't do. You know that's illegal. Don't do it. That was our first story of the day, though. Which means we gotta figure out
What the hell's for dinner with DJ Mikey D.
spin the wheel. It's gonna be chicken and dumplings today. I love that meal. I'm gonna make that in a crock pot. Crock pot meal. That's what that is, man. That's what that is. It's an Unfiltered Friday. You know what's next. We gotta hit our second news story of the day. And I just so happen to have one. Let's see what it is. This one, oh God. Yeah, this one's about a church giving away an AR-15 as part of a 4th of July raffle. Let's take a look here. That thing hooked me in. This is over there in Tennessee. They held a raffle over the 4th of July weekend, give away an AR-15. The River of Tri-Cities Church in Johnson City said the raffle was part of a holiday celebration. According to the report, Pastor Todd Holmes told WJHL that the AR-15 was just one of many giveaways at the church and thought it was appropriate since it was in honor of Independence Day. Yeah, nothing more independent than that. We also have a sign here from the church. Welcome to the River of Tri-Cities Church. Right of admission reserved. Warning, this is not a gun-free zone. We are armed. Any attempt to disrupt or harm will be dealt with an overwhelming display of force. Thank you. That's on their front door. Holmes says this isn't the first time the church has held a gun raffle. He also said the winner must pass a background check before receiving said AR-15. That's good. Members of the congregation are no strangers when it comes to firearms. Sign on the door that I just read. It's not a gun-free zone. Maybe some fellas are armed in there. It's kind of an interesting story, because a church giving away an AR-15, that's wild. But, I mean, gun raffles are a thing, and you can get guns, win guns at those. And you don't receive them till you do get the background check, or previously had one, I believe. So, I mean, nothing illegal going on here. It's just kind of funny, honestly. And, yeah, you got the right to bear arms, so that's, yeah, I'm not sure why this is too newsworthy. It's kind of funny, though, since it's coming from a church. That's the weirdest thing. And this church is not gun-free. That's crazy. I always find, like, with guns at least, like, you have the right to have them. I mean, I can't tell you to not have them, but it's funny to me, because, like, do you really, like, and it's tough to say, but it's like, do you really have danger at your church, bro? Maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe stuff goes on there. That's just my thought. But anyway, La Bamba, give it a listen. Chicken and dumplings I'm eating later, and I'm gonna watch a movie with it.
Let's hit the cinemas.
With DJ Mikey D here, let's spin our wheels, see what movie we're gonna be watching today. We're watching, Mad Max Fury Road. And I was actually using HBO Max last night, saw it was on there, so I'll catch it on there. HBO Max. It's an awesome service. I love HBO Max. And I'm going to be watching that movie on there. And last but not least, we got to hit our final story of the day. We got customers that were complaining about prostitution at this hotel chain for years. I'm not sure which one yet. Got to read, the company claimed it didn't see it. So let's give this a read. We got customers staying at the Red Roof Inn hotels across the country. Red Roof Inn. I don't think I've ever been. But customers been complaining about the prostitution for years. It's been going on in there, and an investigation by the Independent has found an analysis of customer reviews posted online that hotel guests suspected or claimed to witness prostitution at 177 Red Roof Inn locations. And in many of those hotels, customers claimed the prostitution was so blatant that the hotel management must have been aware of it. Obviously, you'd think. And even ignored guests who flagged concerns to the staff that worked there. We got a little quote here. This place is a complete dump infested with drug dealers and prostitution. What's sad about it is the management is 100% fully aware of what's going on. Reads a review on the Red Roof Inn. The girl next door was a prostitute and openly told us she was specialized in couples and all-night there was bumping and banging in the room loud enough to startle us out of our sleep. All of these things were complained about with no resolve. Wrote in another of a Red Roof Inn little review there. A map of the hotels where the customers mentioned prostitution in their reviews, compiled by the Independent, shows the scale of the issue across Red Roof Inn hotels nationwide. These reviews also provide insight into a much larger problem. Red Roof Inn is currently facing at least 42 lawsuits from sex trafficking victims who claim the company turned a blind eye and profited from their abuse for many, many years. 100 more victims in the process of filing legal action is occurring, according to the attorneys working on their cases. Customer reviews mentioning prostitution have been used by attorneys in those lawsuits to demonstrate the chain did not take action to prevent sex trafficking at its hotels, which is actually a pretty good move, especially since there were so very many of them. It's kind of hard to say that they didn't see this crap going on when they're getting tons and tons of reviews about it, and I'm sure their reviews are tanking too. So, I don't know. Red Roof Inn declined to comment when asked directly by the Independent here about customer reviews mentioning prostitution at more than 170 more of its locations and 620 branded hotels. It has been repeatedly denied and ignored sex trafficking at its hotels. Let's see. Of the 177 locations where prostitution was found in online reviews, 58 have been mentioned in sex trafficking lawsuits. So only 58 of those. That's crazy. You're kind of getting a break there, honestly. This brings the total number of Red Roof Inn locations linked to prostitution or sex trafficking to 236 across the U.S., or more than 1 in 3 of the chain's branches. While Red Roof Inn denies that it was aware of illegal activity at its properties, their reviews demonstrate that customers noticed and complained in online reviews about prostitution at the company's hotel for years. All those hotels. One reviewer described a Detroit Red Roof Inn as a haven for prostitution. Another reported seeing a sex worker leave another room and pay her pimp money. He just straight up saw the pimp and everything. And you can't miss a pimp. Are you kidding me? They got the zebra hat on. They got that freaking swag ass coat. The pimp cane. That might even be a shotgun with it. You can't miss a pimp. The highest number of Red Roof Inn branches were where reviews mentioned that prostitution were found in Michigan, where guests report forms of prostitution at half in almost all locations. Holy shit. Texas is next on the list with 16 locations going on there. The claims made in the reviews have not been individually verified. The Independent analyzed reviews left on Google, Priceline, Trip.com, TripAdvisor, and none other than Yelp as well. You gotta go after Yelp. The Yelpers. Red Roof Inn has used outside companies to monitor online reviews of its hotels for more than a decade. It partnered with Clara Bridge, which is a analytics firm, to turn all the guest reviews onto actual paper form data from at least 2010 to about 2019. In 2019, it hired a company called, Medallia, to analyze the social and customer reviews. So they're pretty on point with the reviews. You would think they would see this crap. And Red Roof Inn management has spoken publicly about how seriously they take the feedback. Online reviews are a lens in our operations on a daily basis, the chief marketing officer says in 2015. So maybe they just got a little less serious with it. Reviews have always been a benchmark of Red Roof's commitment to great guest service. reads a 2015 press release, which included a statement from Red Roof Inn president Andrew Alexander. Following a statement in Atlanta lawsuit, Red Roof Inn said in a statement that it denies all allegation and condemns prostitution and sex trafficking in all forms. It also claimed to have taken steps to mitigate criminal activity in all Red Roof properties, without clarifying any further, even talking about the reviews at all. Never did it. Yeah, it just seems like denial here, or just straight up ignorance. I don't know. The victims in the lawsuit, some of whom were underage at the time too, accused the company of allowing its rooms to be rented for sex traffickers who kept them there and controlled every aspect of their lives. Most of the locations mentioned in the lawsuits operated by franchises, but attorneys for the alleged victims are seeking damages from the corporation as well. Gonna tank these guys down. Yeah, what a crappy story. I've never even heard of this, man. Yeah, it shows like a couple of their reviews too, just bunch of 1 stars. One guy even says if I could give negative stars, I would. I mean, this is a horrible, horrible thing. And they gotta crack down on this, and hell, this place straight up has to close down at this point, man. Can't be having that crap going on. Literally paid the pimp in front of a guy. Oh my god. That's... what a story. And that's our final story we gotta end on, too. On the Mike and the Mike podcast. This has been an Unfiltered Friday episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a heck of a time. And, yeah... just have a freaking fantastic one. I'm going to as well. Peace out. I'll see you later.